Today we're diving into one of spring's greatest pleasures, fragrant daffodils. Narcissus are often grown for their reliable nature, early bloom time, and cheerful color, but a select group of daffodils offers something far more indulgent, a perfume that can rival gardenias, citrus blossoms, or warm honey drifting through the air. Here's a list of the 10 most fragrant daffodils with tips and tricks on how to amplify their perfume in the garden and in the vase. Geranium is one of the most powerfully scented daffodils ever introduced. Registered in 1930, it typically produces clusters of 3 to 6 flowers per stem and reaches about 16 inches tall. It thrives in zones 4 through 8 and naturalizes reliably, returning with increased vigor each year. Its sweet, warm perfume intensifies in mid-spring, especially on sunny days, and its crisp, white petals with a vivid orange cup give a timeless heirloom appearance. Cheerfulness is known for its soft, gardenia-like fragrance. Each stem carries multiple creamy white double blooms that are touched with yellow. This creates a lush, romantic appearance. It grows 14 to 16 inches tall and performs well in zones 4 through 8. This variety is prized for its longevity in the vase. Its fragrance holds beautifully indoors, making it a favorite among cut flower gardeners. Cheerfulness also tolerates partial shade better than many other varieties, giving you more flexibility in its placement. Yellow Cheerfulness is the golden counterpart to the white form. Its warm, honeyed fragrance is richer and deeper, and its fully double blooms glow in the mid-spring sunlight. It reaches about 16 inches tall and is particularly effective in mass plantings where its golden color and warm scent combine to create a cheerful, fragrant, and abundant display. Quail is one of the longest blooming fragrant daffodils available. It often flowers for several weeks, producing clusters of bright yellow blooms with a strong but sweet scent. It grows 12 to 14 inches tall and is also hardy in zones 4 through 9, making it a more heat-tolerant daffodil than many of the other ones I'm going to mention. Quail is also an excellent naturalizer, forming expanded clumps that return reliably each spring. A few years ago, I planted a daffodil called Pipit, and I fell in love with its fresh, citrusy fragrance. It typically grows 14 to 16 inches tall and is hardy in zones 4 through 8. Its soft yellow petals and white cup create a gentle color shift as the flower matures, adding visual interest to early and mid-spring displays. Bellsong has a sweet, warm, slightly spicy fragrance. It grows 12 to 14 inches tall and blooms in late spring. It has a soft pink cup and creamy white petals, making it a natural fit for cottage gardens and pastel color palettes. Bellsong also produces multiple blooms per stem, enhancing both its fragrance and its visual impact. You guys know I love Avalanche. This variety is notorious for producing an abundance of blooms and a very powerful but pleasant fragrance. It can produce up to 15 blooms per stem, each with white petals and bright yellow cups. Growing 16 to 18 inches tall and hardy in zones 6 through 9, it's particularly well suited in warmer climates. Avalanche has a strong, citrusy fragrance that cannot be beat. Probably if you just plant one daffodil from this list, plant Avalanche because you will fall in love with the amount of blooms and the amount of fragrance. I've been hesitant to add minnow daffodils to my garden because they're short in stature and their blooms just look so-so in the pictures. But when I added these over to Grace's garden, I fell in love with their small stature and powerful perfume. Minnow grows just 6 to 8 inches tall and is hardy in zones 4 through 8. Each stem produces 2 to 5 tiny blooms with white petals and soft yellow cups. Minnow is ideal for rock gardens, at the front of a flower border, and containers. Despite its small stature, it naturalizes reliably, forming charming colonies over time. Now we've arrived at number 9, and this is my personal favorite fragrant daffodil, and also the main reason I wanted to make this video, because when I did some research on articles that are currently available on the most fragrant daffodils, none of them included my favorite variety, which is called Bella Estrella. This variety has my whole heart. It has a sweet, lightly citrus-infused fragrance. It grows about 14 to 18 inches tall and is hardy in zones 4 through 8. Its star-shaped petals and soft yellow cup give it a distinctive architectural quality that stands out in mixed plantings. It blooms in mid to late spring, so it bridges the gap between early and late fragrant varieties. Bella Estrella is also known for its excellent perennial reliability, returning strongly each year when planted in well-drained soil. And last on our list is Sir Winston Churchill. This variety has an intense, sweet, intoxicating fragrance. It grows 14 to 16 inches tall and is hardy in zones 4 through 8. Each stem produces multiple creamy white blooms touched with saffron yellow, which gives it a luxurious, romantic presence in the garden. It's an exceptional cut flower where its powerful perfume becomes the centerpiece in any room. Now let's talk about how to get the most fragrant daffodil display using these specific varieties. Fragrance in daffodils is closely tied to the plant's lineage. Many of the highly scented varieties evolved in warmer Mediterranean climates and developed essential oils that intensify with heat. These varieties often produce multiple flowers per stem, which naturally amplifies their perfume. Additionally, warm days, sheltered microclimates, and mass plantings all help concentrate scent, turning a simple spring display into an immersive sensory experience. And so in order to create a daffodil garden where the fragrance is immersive, plant daffodils in generous clusters so their scent can accumulate. Choose a warm, sheltered spot where heat naturally intensifies perfume. Mix early, mid, and late fragrant varieties to stretch the season across the spring. Consider adding containers filled with fragrant daffodils in and around the garden. Place daffodil pots near entrance gates, seating areas, or doorways to literally elevate their perfume. Tall containers naturally amplify fragrance by bringing blooms closer to nose level. Lastly, consider cutting these fragrant daffodils and bringing them inside your home where you can enjoy their perfume while doing your daily chores. I'll tell you what, nothing beats looking at and smelling a vase full of Bella Estrella while I'm washing mac and cheese residue off my kids' lunch bowls. Some people experience itching or a rash when working with narcissus, so exercise caution and wear gloves when harvesting them. I recommend using your hands rather than scissors or snips to harvest. Point your thumb down toward the earth, reach all the way to the base of the stem, and then pull up. Using this technique ensures the longest stem length and also means less sap is released from the stem. The sap that daffodils secrete can be toxic to other flowers, so they should be conditioned separately before being used in mixed bouquets. Place freshly harvested daffodils into cool water and let them sit for 3 hours. During this time, the sap will run out from the stem. After that, they can be paired with other flowers. Now that I've shared my favorite fragrant daffodils with you, I would love to hear back from you. What are your favorite daffodils that have a wonderful fragrance? Do you have any daffodils in your garden that have an off-putting scent? You might notice that I have not included a variety called Early Cheer on this list. It is a highly fragrant daffodil, but personally, I can't stand the fragrance. But everybody's different, and I'm keen to learn from you. I hope you have a wonderful day out there in your gardens, and I'll see you sometime real soon. Bye!